Now this is my BMW 1 Series since the f20 model. The door handle was, the car was not being, you couldn't open the car from the outside with the handle, and inside you have to go inside to open the door, and it could be opened electronically as well, but you couldn't actually physically open the door except from the inside. So when I took out the handle part, sure enough the cable was snapped. Don't know if you can see it there, it's actually snapped. It's like a bike or brake cable. It's actually snapped there. It seems to be common enough in this model. So just a few extra tips. So there's a lot of stuff, videos on YouTube, but they didn't explain that you don't need to take out the window, just keep the window up. You don't need to take out the regulator, the window regulator. I did take out the lock when I took out the mechanism. So I took out the lock, the actual lock itself. I took that out and sort of to get out the carrier. So be careful taking this off here as well. A sponge, it should just stick back on. Just take it off very carefully because it's very fragile, but it can stick back on when you need to, when you have fitted the new carrier. I actually bought the whole carrier. I wasn't sure what was actually wrong with it until I took it apart, so I got the second-hand carrier, and I think it was around 40 or 50 euros. 50 euros I think it was. So I got that, and I'm going to put that in now and see how it goes. Just hoping I can get it all back in. It's a bit tricky. It's hard to maneuver in here, but I'll report back shortly and see if I can get it all together. Thanks. The main issue I've found with getting it back in is this little thing here on the carrier itself, and it actually goes into the lock mechanism. So I found when you put the carrier in and then you put the lock in, and then just try to guide that in as you put the lock into its position. As you bring the lock into position, just try to guide this into it, the hole on the lock, and it took a while to do it, but I eventually got there. So everything is back in and hopefully ready. I'm going to put it back together and give it a go, so I'll report back when I'm finished. This was the other problem I had, is getting this door handle back in. There's a little spring loaded mechanism that you have to hook this onto. So basically putting this in here, okay, just put it in at an angle, and then you have to get the spring loaded mechanism to catch this unit here, this part here. So I've done this once or twice already, so I know it works. It's just a hanger, put a little hook at the end of it, so rip that, pull it, and then you can seem to be able to get it on. So that's what worked for me, so hope this helps. In the end, actually, this was the best tool for it. Now, probably you could use a screwdriver for the mechanism. You pull the mechanism out like that, and then I could pop this in to catch it. So that actually was the best tool. And I think I got a set of these prying tools for around 11 euros on Amazon, so it really worked out well. So a screwdriver may do as well if you can get it and just knock it up and put the handle on. Okay, thank you. And the phone can be just pushed back into place. It's still sticky, so it'll hold perfectly if you didn't rip it taking it off. So just be careful taking it off, and then you can put back. It's no bother putting it back. It sticks back in. Well, that's it. All back together, and it seems to be working fine. So basically, you can try it now, and that's it. So that worked out well in the end.